Oh. Some grade A rude boys. Hey. Oh, we're here.
Let's ride! Circle him! Circle him! Take him alive!
Oh god. Packer up.
Let's end this.
Let's go. Rude. Let's go. The double finisher.
I thank you, sir. Were it not for you, well, those bandits were not pulling pranks. I could pound some new steel for you in gratitude, but I must first return to my workshop in Belgard.
Let's go. Belgard awaits.
Let's go. No time to lose.
I thank you again for your aid. Care to glance at my wares?
Nah, I'm good. How'd you end up getting captured by bandits?
What were you doing in the Caraberta woods? And how'd you wind up a prisoner of those bandits?
Ever since the Count died, I've not had the resources to buy raw materials, meaning no new barrel hoops, no tools. So I mustered a few lads and went into the woods to scavenge. A great deal of scrap to be had in those elfin ruins, if you don't mind digging. Folks say the place is haunted, but I've no fear of elfin ghosts.
A rational man.
Rational or superstitious, it matters not. The point is, I did not see a single ghost. Yet a Hansa, yes, that we ran into. Though it seems I've more luck than sense, because you came along to save me.
Oh, okay. You know what? Take some
We
gear.
have.
Like, you, and not you. But these. That's fine.
Tended to Belgard's problems. Vineyard should be in as good a shape as ever.
Splendid. And thus, officially by the power vested in me, I grant you title to the Belgard Vineyard, and trust that you shall make good use of its grounds and resources.
Excellent. Ah, I can already smell the grapes ripening into sun.
We shan't forget what you did for us. Here, your pay.
But that's not all. You must come back and see us shortly. We've a surprise in store for you.
I'll do that. Farewell.
Do they want me to rest here? How long? 3 days. Copy and paste. Copy, copy, paste. Did I title Halo 5 videos Halo 4? Let me check. Loading, loading, loading. I did not. Just never changed them inside of my notepad. Notepad. This one is number 5. Paste. Delete 5. This one is number 6. This one is number 7. Wait another day. Then, when did they go up? 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. At 9 a.m. 21st at 9 a.m. 22nd at 9 a.m. I did the wrong ones. Okay, this one's 21st at 9 a.m. Let me talk to them.
Unbelievable. Witcher, a word.
Witcher.
We've got something for you.
Oh, Witcher, greetings. Kind of you to come. Matilda and I, we've a surprise for you.
So you're doing well?
You two seem to be getting along.
We are. There came a point we realized we had no grounds to quarrel. Things became altogether pleasant.
And a bit spicy.
Romantic. Quite.
Got it. Needn't say more. Glad things are going well for you.
What's the surprise?
What's the surprise? Some new monster I need to kill?
No, something far more pleasant.
We've produced a wine. According to the best sommeliers, it might just dethrone Est.
We owe this success to you. So, if you'd agree,
We'd like to name it after you.
what shall we call it?
White Wolf.
Why not White Wolf?
Wild, with character. It fits perfectly.
If you wouldn't mind, we'd like to send a few bottles to your home every so often.
I've never even been to my home yet.
Thanks.
No, we thank you. Take care, Witcher.
What's going on there?
What's going on there? Demon unlocked. The graves of the wrath stomped. Help unite the warring vineyards and have wine named after yourself. Where even is my home? Okay. There's no fast travel here? I wanna go here.
Go, go.
Please, Roach.
Stench.
I just hit the flower, please. Not the other thing. Just this flower right here. That's all you gotta do. Thank you. Alright. Those are now scheduled. 5, 6, 7. Okay. Can you do anything to your house?
Welcome home, sir. I am Barnabas Basil Faulty. By order of the Duchess, I shall serve you as Major Domo of Corvo Bianco.
Do I remember?
Previously served with distinction at the Nibli family manor and in Nazaire with Admiral Rompali, who, as you are certain to know, is an extraordinary, demanding gentleman.
Whoa, Barnabas Basil. One thing you ought to know. I'm not your typical landed gentleman. Truth be told, this is the first real property I've ever owned.
Oh, in that case, you must leave it all to me. I shall organize, see to everything, and whip the house into order. I dare say this place will soon be the most prosperous vineyard around.
Great. Can already see I'm in good hands.
Oh, this place. Tell me more about it.
Vineyard comes across as a place with a rich history. Know who owned it before me?
Baron Rossel, who went bankrupt, forcing him to sell the estate to the Duchess. The Baron, in turn, had purchased it from Monsieur Bolius of the Headsman, a truly colorful man of Kedweni origin.
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him, but his great-great-great-great-grandfather. Indeed. Apparently, he was a common cutpurse who somehow secured for himself the post of ducal headsman in Beauclair. Went about his work with an exceptional penchant. They say
Penchant.
he chopped off more heads than there are grapevines in the ducal vineyards. He never hesitated, not once. Never sliced unevenly, never botched a job. For his exemplary service, the Duke granted him a title and this estate. Monsieur Bolius, on the other hand, was an engineer in his younger years. Once retired, he settled here and took to producing wine. Sadly, misfortune struck and he lost his sense first of smell, then of taste. Additionally, he could not drink alcohol. His medic forbade it.
Shame that. He gave up making wine?
Not at all. He made even more of it. Began throwing wild balls to which he'd invite friends from far and wide in order to treat them to his wine and delight in the fact that at least someone could enjoy it. It's the sort of man he was, Monsieur Bolius.
Wouldn't this guy show me around?
Mind giving me a little tour de Corvo Bianco?
Not in the least. Follow me, please. I think it would be practical to begin on the hill. Behold, sir, your estate in all its splendor.
Pretty vast.
Indeed. And now, sir, allow me to show you a handful of interesting details. Follow me, please.
Been a major domo all your life?
Yes, I come from a long line of major domos. My father was a major domo, as was my grandfather before him, as was my great-aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great aunt?
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going, and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards, then slowly worked her way up to Major Domo. She dragged the rest of the family up.
Dude, your pace is so slow.
The days pass. The pile of work remains the same.
The servants' quarters. I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasury.
Nice of her.
Not the most sightly part of the estate, I admit. But I think it's worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays.
You're good, keep going.
Baron Rossel ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their place. They look beautiful, especially come spring.
Don't look at all bad now, either.
And now they're to run Belgard together.
Eat something. Nourish yourself. You knit color. You love
Down below lies your vineyard, where we grow a strain of Carfanere, one of the world's oldest. Aged in oak barrels, it provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days.
If my lips don't stink of wine, my wife won't know they're mine.
Nice well. Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Bolius held, he would order it filled with wine. There's a tale about a guest attending a Bolius ball for the first time and thus unaware of the custom. He had suffered great heartbreak and had decided to end his life by jumping into the well. The festivities were coming to a close, and the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he merely broke his legs. To numb the pain, he drank the wine.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Lebioda.
Just like one pace faster. That's all you gotta do.
The Dutch is small, but do you know any who's
Monsieur Bolius, his wife Nina, kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place it was.
Bit neglected now.
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory, and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation. Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas Basil.
Commander Mamu. Cat, please. Ow.
Is that you? The Tony's champion?
Don't you work here? How do you not know who I am?
As an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
Is he hugging that bread?
like a push and a shove.
The cellars, voila. During Monsieur Bolis's time, wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of cleaning up the mess, which...
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas Basil. Appreciate it.
I can't see a thing through these cataracts.
And we're home.
As you can see, the facade is, how to put it, slightly stained. But one cannot deny it, a certain subtle southern charm.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
Interesting.
And welcome inside. On the left is the master bedroom. On the right, the dining hall and kitchen. Upstairs, you shall find the guest room, currently used for storage.
Not a bad idea.
At the moment, the house is only minimally furnished. Yet I believe we will, together, devise some innovative arrangements. A few paintings, for instance, would breathe new life into the abode immediately. With that, sir, you've seen the full lay of the land. Corvo Bianco is a beautiful estate. But one must admit, time has taken its toll. Forgive me for being forward, but if you were to choose to invest a small sum towards its beautification, consider me at your service on the matter.
Think I'll take you up on that. Be sure to come and see you if I decide to do any remodeling.
I don't even know how much I have.
Mentioned the place could stand to be spruced up.
Oh, most decidedly, sir. The question is where you would like to begin this rejuvenation.
Oh, do the grounds first.
got these spacious grounds. But maybe it's time to make them more... useful.
Oh, yes. We certainly should. The way I see things, given your trade, sir, you would be wise to put in a grindstone and an armorer's table. A good way to start things off, don't you think?
Okay.
My armor needs work from time to time. You know, oil this, reinforce that. Could use a decent work table where I could do all that.
Admiral Rompali once hired a specialist who made the finest armorer's tables this side of the Yaruga. I will contact him at once.
Only 1,000?
Order me up a table like that.
Immediately, sir. I expect it will take at most 1 day to arrive. Will you be needing anything else, sir?
The grindstone?
In my trade, my blades get dull pretty quick. Could use a grindstone, professional grade.
Of course.
1250.
No one would consider that an unnecessary extravagance, I would wager.
Nope, 1,000.
Then send out for one, please. A high-quality stone to be set up in the yard.
Of course. I shall send a runner to town at once. I believe you shall be grinding to your heart's content by tomorrow. Will you be needing anything else, sir?
With some work in the house?
Been thinking about the outer walls. Maybe a fresh coat of paint or some patching.
If I might dare to make a suggestion, why not start with a general renovation? I once oversaw such work at Admiral Rompali's summer residence. The effects were simply breathtaking. Not only did the residence positively sparkle afterwards, but we also made room to display the Admiral's armor and weapons, of which he was a passionate collector.
Yeah, sure.
It's in your hands then. Make the place shine.
I shall get to work immediately. Within a day's passing, I shall have sent for the crew which rebuffed the Admiral's residence. They are the finest specialists around. Highly skilled at what they do, it shall not take them too long, I wager. 2 days after they begin, your eyes will behold your residence in its refurbished, rejuvenated, beautified state. Is there anything else you require?
Nothing right now. Anything else to talk about?
I shall be glad.
Nope. 3 days, 1 day. One. Two. And then 3. What is up with this over here? Can I have more than one? I mean, this won't be a picture of me, obviously. I really want a picture of Iris in here. She can be out here. If you can. Iris and Volgeard. Then you go here. Don't worry about you. Trophies. I mean... Oh, these aren't trophies, are they? Yeah. I mean the actual trophies, not like the heads. Experience gain bonus applied. That's cool. Hour. Weapon rack. There we go. Don't mind if I do. I don't have any more. I'm doing something to storage.
Renovations coming along all right, Barnabas Basil?
Superbly, sir. General refurbishment has been completed. And I took the liberty of adding 2 racks, each upon which you might hang weapons and armor, if you've some pieces you'd like to display. Likewise, I have prepared a few spots in which new paintings might be hung. In other news, the laborers dusting out the cellar have made a most unusual discovery. I believe it's something you'll wish to see.
I'll go there right now.
If you say I should see it, I'll go see it right now, BB.
BB. Why do they come in here again? Doesn't matter.
I work from dawn.
Strange. Something behind this wall, I think. A laboratory. Must have been an alchemist at one time.
For friends of the letter, my name is Julius Bunengops, and if you're reading these words, I am surely long dead as befits one of my station and familiar connections. I was sent to study at Banard, the famed school of mages, and I was never to complete those studies. For the entire duration of my life, magic held but a weak hold over my soul, ravaged by a passion for organic alchemy. It was the most wondrous of sciences I dedicated the most beautiful years of my life, and the table beside which you now must surely stand is the fruit of those labors of my love. If you are a fellow lover of alchemy, I hazard to guess you will be filled with rapture to behold my discovery. If, however, that marvelous science is unknown to you, please heed my advice, drop this letter, step away from the table, and never return. The practice of alchemy by amateurs can lead to injury and even death. Do not drop this letter after the last paragraph. You are no stranger to alchemy. This shall reveal to you in a few brief words the fundamentals of the alchemy table I designed, leaving aside all unnecessary detail. My chief discovery consisted of a formula and tools allowing for the transmutation of mutagens, taking in from monsters and mutagens more common sort. I know this sounds highly unlikely, but I have proven with utmost certainty this is possible. Workings of this transmutation are simple. One must simply make use of the table which I designed. As an expert in the arcane art of alchemy, you certainly already know your way around such devices. If you are but an amateur member of the hoi polloi, who has by accident wandered into this abandoned place, back away, let your ignorance do you grievous harm. You are surely asking yourself why I hid my discovery from the world, why did not share my formula with the community of alchemists. Well, let us say I have forever been regarded as eccentric, aloof, and I have always believed in the pure chance and not men themselves that determines destiny. Furthermore, I have never sired offspring and have no desire to entrust my opus to a mere acquaintance. I thus concluded the best solution was to hide my table and trust that chance will, if my theory is correct, bring a man here who shall know how to make use of it, whom it shall delight, and to whom it shall prove great use. Whether I am right or wrong, time will tell. Use my gift wisely, fare you must. Julius Bongavive, alchemist. What a nice guy. Who replenished everything. In the lab, you can transform mutagens taken from monsters into basic versions. For example, you can raise mutagen to a lesser green mutagen. Upgrade base mutations into the more powerful versions of the alchemy panel. If you find the right formula, you can also change mutagen colors. What do you get for dismantling? I didn't even see. Oh, right. On the right. That would cost so much. I'm not worried about it right now. They remember to talk to me.
BB, know anything about the laboratory in the cellar? One of the previous owners take an interest in alchemy?
A laboratory? Alchemy? I know nothing of it. But I understand that to a witcher this must be a very intriguing find.
It is. It was walled up. Equipment's pretty ancient too, so it must have belonged to someone who lived at Corvo Bianco before you started working here. Whoever it was sure knew their stuff, though. Got dragonglass vials and flasks, stills, sublimators, vengerometers.
Forgive me, sir, but I fear I don't follow.
Just saying, it's top-notch equipment. True masterpieces of craftsmanship for use in alchemy. Brewing a concoction with this stuff versus doing it over an open fire? Well, there's no comparison.
Then I am all the more delighted you discovered it, sir.
Oh my god. Think we can do some more renovated?
Starting to really like this place. Maybe we should keep going, refurbish some more. What do you think, BB?
As you wish, sir. Shall we see to the house or the grounds this time?
Oh, the grounds?
Starting to get into this whole renovating thing. There must be other things we can improve.
What a splendidly wise idea. Now that the general refurbishment is done, why not see to the grounds? Perhaps renovate the stables, or return Madame Bolis's garden to its former verdancy?
Herbs in the garden, that's what I want.
So, sometimes I have to brew a potion, but I can't find the herbs I need growing anywhere nearby.
Well, you're in luck, sir. The flower garden, once kept by Madame Nina, Monsieur Bolis's wife, seems the ideal place to cultivate herbs. In fact, it's roomy enough to plant shrubbery.
Alright, let's do it.
Good idea, Barnabas Basil. Herbs there
BB.
will save me hours of painstaking searching and harvesting.
The idea is yours, sir. I am but the humble executor of your will. I believe we shall have sown the first seeds in 2 days' time.
Do I have a choice,
Will
or
you be needing anything else, sir?
Roach deserves a Ramirez stable?
No, Roach, my horse. Well, we've been through a lot together. And since I finally got a decent place to stay, I think she deserves one too.
Oh, a sturdy stable testifies to a most honorable owner. Just say the word, and I'll have them start working on it at once.
Go for it. Bonus to horse's stamina, let's go.
My Roach deserves the best. Have them refurbish the stables.
I shall get to work at once. Yet finding workmen and completing construction takes time. Though
We might need
no
some more money
than
for the
2
next one.
days. Will you be needing anything else?
This is only 7,500.
Feels like by investing a bit of coin, I could make the house more functional.
Indeed, momentum is best maintained once established. Now that we've finished the general renovations, you might begin to consider such things as a new bed, or additional armor stands, or weapon racks. Also some new furnishings, and a fresh coat of paint on the walls would do much to improve the guest quarters.
Weapon rack. See to the guest room.
Was wondering about the guest room. Not that I'm expecting company, but...
Oh, but that is immaterial. All self-respecting homes should boast a comfortable guest room. What if someone were to drop by unannounced?
$1,000.
Yeah.
Points.
Sooner we start on
Gold.
that, the better.
I can tell a man of action immediately. I'll see to it myself. The room shall be ready in 2 days, in my opinion. Is there anything else you require, sir?
What about the paint? Better bed?
Thinking about buying a comfortable bed. Always wanted one.
Excellent idea. In your profession, rest is supremely important. But say the word, and I shall order you a bed from the carpenters who craft comfort for the court.
Bonus to vitality.
Great. Order me a fine bed, please. Think I deserve one at my age.
True indeed, true indeed. I shall send a runner at once. The bet will be in place by this time tomorrow. Is there anything else you require, sir?
I don't really care for these, but sure, or another weapon rack.
Could use another weapon rack. Got some interesting pieces I'd like to display.
I know of a carpentry shop in town which crafts the humblest lumber into true masterpieces. You need but give the word.
Fine.
2 additional racks.
Of course, at once. At most 1 day for them to arrive, is my estimation. Is there anything else you require, sir?
More armor sets.
Along the path, I've often picked up well-crafted, beautifully ornamented armor. Some of those pieces would look great on display here.
I agree. It would lend the place a certain witch's air. Shall I order new stands at once, sir?
Yes, you should.
Yes, just please make sure they're solidly made and nicely finished.
It goes without saying, sir. There is nothing worse than splendid armor upon a subpar stand. By this time tomorrow, they shall be ready to display your finest finds. Is there anything else you require, sir?
I guess we're good.
That's all for...
Alright, that's one day. Then let's go here. Oh my god, this bed. Bombs and potions get an additional charge. There we go. Oh, we did them all already? Okay. Okay. I like it. There, Mamu. Talk to me.
Renovations coming along all right?
I am delighted to inform you we have completed our labors. You can now devote yourself to enjoying the vineyard's delights to the fullest. You must forgive me my temerity, sir, but I thought with all the work on Corvo Bianco completed, and with the estate looking more beautiful than ever, it might be appropriate to commemorate the moment.
Sure, we can celebrate.
Sure, why not?
During the tidying that preceded the renovations, I came across a bottle of Sapramento, the 1250 vintage. I cannot say by what miracle it survived, but it is here, and we've cause to open it today. And then he ran straight into the crowd, burning bouquet in hand. All thought it a part of the performance, so they only laughed, even when the decor began to catch fire. It was not until the flames engulfed Baron Mahevkin's beard that folk began to realize something was amiss and went to put out the fires.
Sounds like Monsieur Bolius and Madame Nina threw some first-rate balls here.
It was so. In this regard, Baron Rossel was decidedly more reserved.
So tell me, Barnabas Basil, what's the wine situation like here? Am I gonna produce any this year?
This year is out, I fear, sir. Last autumn, a fungus destroyed all the vines. Baron Rossel had new ones planted, but it will be some time before they start bearing fruit. Assuming that is, the fungus does not reappear.
That'd be bad. This Sapramento got me dreaming. It's amazing.
Isn't it, though? Allow me to top you off, sir. There.
Thanks.
Let's go. No place like home. Look at that grindstone. Oh, we already heard all the history about this. Look at all the buffs. There we go. Roach. Put my phone down. I didn't read it. I need these though. Wasn't any of those. None of these. Nope. 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 There won't be any of these. I have no idea. Items? Nope. Never mind. Well, I need these things right here. Fruit. It's a plus. Greenhouse. Look in the corner for black oak greenhouse so you can find herbs you need to create mutagens or change their colors. Any herbs you pick will go back at a certain time. Okay. Works for me. And we need the winter cherries, right? I remember. No, we don't even need them anymore because we have the alchemy table though. Don't mind if I do. Blow ball. Some wolfsbane. Pine grape. There we go. Anything new over here? Nothing over here. Already, well, we're already in there. Let's go. I mean, it looks okay. Ugh. How much money do I have? 5K? Nothing of use down here. How about these people's houses? Do you remember? Oh. They're down here. Pardon? I probably gotta turn it in still. That's why.